5 easy steps to get to 12% body fat at any age. It's 2025 and I'm going to show you how to fast forward your transformation in 5 easy steps quickly. I have done it myself in the last few months. So if you follow these 5 steps, you'll get to 12% body fat. And it doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s. This works. Step 1 is to stop eating like a child. And when I'm saying stop eating like a child, stop eating junk food. When you eat junk food, it's like doing a buy now, pay later scheme for your physique. You get the pleasure, enjoyment in the moment, but your body suffers later. You gain fat, you become tired, you get lower testosterone, you become fatter, you don't like your body. Because junk food, that is probably what making you fat. It would be weird if you ate whole foods like meat, eggs, potatoes, maybe some fruits, and you got fat. No, you're fat because you've been eating fast food like McDonald's, pizza, high sugar foods like ice cream, candy, seed oils also. Like when you cook your food, you use bad oils. All those things has made you fat. So the first thing to start losing fat is cutting out that bullshit. Cutting out junk food. Especially high sugar foods are very bad. Sugar, it decreases our testosterone, and when we have lower testosterone, it's easier to gain fat and it's much harder to lose fat. And sugar also make our body like more inflammatory and harder to lose fat. Sugar also stores as fat. So sugar is the biggest thing you need to stop with. And some people say no, it's just about calories, being a calorie deficit, but they are stupid because they don't think about sugar. Sugar is very bad and it's a lot of sugar in junk food. So you need to stop junk food. You need to stop junk food. Stop falling for that cheap pleasure. Eating McDonald's just to like feel happy in the moment, but then your body suffer later. You need to eat for strength and power, not for pleasure and enjoyment. This is the difference between a kid and a man. A kid eat for pleasure, feel good. That's why they love the candy. A man eat for strength, power, like being lean, having muscles. So when you eat, instead of thinking, oh, this tastes good, think, what make me stronger? That's what I'm doing. That's how I built this physique. When it was time for me to eat something, I said, okay, what is gonna make me stronger? No, I'm not gonna have this pizza. I'm gonna have this slice of meat and these eggs. That's how you need to think. And when you quit junk food, you won't miss out on junk food. You're missing out right now on having a six-pack, on having muscles. So switch that. You are the one missing out, not me that haven't had junk food for almost 2 years. You are the one missing out on having a body like me. And also most of these junk food like pizza, fries, they are very calorie dense. And when you eat these foods that are calorie dense, you get in more calories, and when you get in more calories, you gain more fat. And they are also very easy to overeat, like fries. Very easy to eat a lot of pizza. But when you eat healthy, like steak, ground beef, chicken, eggs, maybe some like potatoes, rice, it's hard to overeat it because it's like filling. So very important that you stop eating junk food, eat real foods instead. And to stop junk food, the thing that worked for me was to slowly have it less and less. So I started having it once a week. I remember I chose like Fridays. I can only have it as Fridays. I did that for a few weeks. It was hard. I failed a few times, but I kept going. Then I went to Friday every 2 weeks. Then every 3 weeks when I was ready. Then after like 3 months of having it slowly, having it like less and less, I could finally stop. I stopped eating junk food, and yeah, it was a bit hard. I needed to fight with my like mentality, my mental strength. But in this way, I was able to stop, and it has been amazing. Like I don't even care about junk food. Like when you stop, like so many things are gonna change. You lose fat, first of all, but you will have better focus, more energy, healthier. Like I never get diseases. Like my immune system is so good. You will feel better, but also real food will taste better. Like steak will taste much better. Eggs, berries, ground beef, chicken, like those foods that are actually healthy, because will taste good. Because now when you eat like a lot of junk food, your body only like those foods. Your body only wants like sugar. You get sugar cravings. But me that don't have me that don't eat like high sugar foods, I never have cravings for sugar. So that's the thing. It's not hard for me to go without junk food right now. It was only hard in the beginning when I needed to quit that addiction. But this is the first step if you wanna get to 12% body fat. Quit junk food. And I know how hard it can be, and especially if you're an entrepreneur, you're working on your business to like lose fat, build muscles, get a better body. So if you're an entrepreneur that wanna lose fat, get to 12% body fat, and build muscles, you can get a free one-on-one coaching call with me right now if you click the top link in the description and book one. I don't know how long I will be doing them for, but it's only for entrepreneurs. So if you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries, you can continue watch the video. Step 2 is to eat more protein. So now when you're quitting junk food, it's time to start adding in some foods that are better. High protein foods are the best because protein is very good for fat loss. First of all, it makes you build muscles. Protein is what like build up muscles. If you hit the gym and you eat more protein, then you will build more muscles. And when you build muscles, your body needs calories for it. So it uses calories. So you burn more calories when you eat more protein. But also for your body to digest protein, it requires calories. It's a bit harder for our body to break down or digest protein. So our body needs more calories for that compared to fats and carbs. But also protein makes us feel like fuller. Imagine when you eat like a big steak or like chicken breast or some ground beef, you can't eat that much after like 1 plate or 2 plates. You feel pretty full, especially like chicken. That's also good. It's pretty much impossible to overeat when you eat a lot of protein. Protein is overpowered if you want to lose fat. You should have your plate with mainly high protein foods. The thing I'm doing, I'm having 70% of my plate with meat or eggs. That's where I'm getting my protein from. It can be steak, ground beef, chicken, eggs. That's my protein sources. Then only 30% can be healthy fats, let's say some butter or like some carbs like rice, potatoes, maybe some vegetables or a fruit, some yogurt. That's like 30%. But the most important thing is those 70% of high protein foods, mainly like meat, like chicken, steak, ground beef, ground chicken. Those are the best. So this is step 2. Eat more protein and less carbs. A lot of meat, a lot of eggs. That's how you should eat. Step 3 is to move more. So the formula for losing fat is move more, eat less. That's the simple formula. You move yourself more, then you eat less food. To lose fat, you need to start exercising. You need to start moving, getting some type of training in. And it can be walking, running, playing sports, swimming, cycling, fighting. There's a lot of different ways of like exercising. But the important thing is that you start exercising daily. Just getting into this routine of doing something daily, like at least 30 minutes a day. It can be taking a walk, running, going to the gym, lifting weights, swimming, cycling. Just something. You get a sweat in, you're moving. It can be as simple as a walk, like 30-minute walk after your lunch or in the morning or in the afternoon. It's just something, because this daily like exercise will make you burn more calories throughout the day. It will just like speed up the process of losing fat compared to if you didn't do any exercise or you only did it like 3 times a week. Doing it every day is just a nice habit to have, to be consistent with it. I know this can be hard, but the thing that worked for me is just doing it at the same time every day. So choose the same time you do your exercise. Let's say if it's taking a 30-minute walk every day or like 30-minute walk every other day, then you hit the gym on the days you're not taking a walk. Just find something you like. The most simple one is just like taking a walk. Yeah, write down what time you're gonna do it and then you start doing it. And if it's hard in the beginning, you can start with every other day, then you go up to like every day when you can do that consistently. But it shouldn't be that hard, like 30 minutes. And if you're doing like a walk, 30 minutes walk is not that hard. You just need to like create the time throughout your schedule. Because I know if you're like busy, let's say you're working you're sitting at the desk working all day, it can be a bit hard to like get out, take a walk. But think of it like a nice break. For me, my workouts, when I hit the gym in the middle of the day, it's like a nice break from my business work. So I work in the morning, I hit the gym, I come home, eat, work throughout the rest of the day. It's a nice break. You can think of it like that. I know it can be very hard to be consistent with your exercise if you're a busy entrepreneur, you're running your own business. So if you're an entrepreneur that wants some help to get in better shape, lose fat, build muscles, then you can get a free coaching call with me right now. Just click the top link in the description and you will be able to book the call, only for entrepreneurs. Step 4 is to fast. When I'm recording this video, I'm fasted. I haven't had any food today. I'm fasting from 8 p.m. That's when I have my dinner, then to 1 p.m. every day. So that's 17 hours. A big reason is like business, so I can focus better, have like more energy, better focus, not have any food inside of me that my body need to digest, so like I'm not that sharp. That's the first reason, like productivity, focus, but also staying lean. Because when I'm fasting, my body uses the fat on my body to give me energy. It also like speeds up my metabolism, so it's also good to losing fat. So if you want to lose fat, intermittent fasting is very good to do. And that's basically like what I'm doing. You fast for a period of the day. And I would say work your way up to like 16 hours. I'm doing 17 hours. You could do that, but like 16 hours is a good amount. Let's say you have your last meal at 8 p.m., then the first one at 12, or you have your last meal at 7 p.m., and then your first meal the next day at 11 a.m. That will give you like 16 hours. And when you fast also, when you go hungry in the morning, you will build up better control over your hunger. It builds up like discipline. So it's easier to say no to junk food. It's easier to make the right decision, because in those mornings you will want to like go have some foods, but you will use your discipline, say no. And you will build up that skill of controlling your hunger and saying no to bad foods and be able to eat like right foods, the good foods instead. That's also a massive benefit. And for you to start intermittent fasting, your first meal right now, you just move it forward. So if you say, let's say you have breakfast at 8 a.m., have it at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and then like 9:30, go up to 10 a.m. when you're ready, then 11, 12, just go like 30 minutes or like 60 minutes up when you feel ready. Maybe like 3 days in between will take a few weeks, but then you have your first meal at like 11 a.m. or at 12. And it gets easier if you like drink water, you have coffee. That's what I'm doing. That will keep your hunger down. But this is the step 4, doing intermittent fasting. Step 5 is to lift weights. Lifting weights, you're going to the gym, you're doing a workout, you're training your body. That make you build muscles. And when you build muscles, you burn more calories, because your muscles need calories in order to build. So you will burn more calories when you lift weights. And also, when you're in the gym doing the workout, you burn calories because you're moving. So lifting weights really helps with like losing fat. And so start doing it like 3 times a week at least. And I know I said before, like, exercise daily. So either you do, let's say, walking every day for 30 minutes, and then you add in another 3 times lifting. That would be the best. But if you're too busy, you're an entrepreneur, you're grinding business, then you can do like four days a week, you're out walking or doing some cardio, then 3 times you're lifting weights. And yeah, your workouts in the gym, they don't need to be like 1.5 hours. They can literally be like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I have a workout plan right here. It's for busy entrepreneurs. It's fast workouts, like 30 to 40 minute workouts. And they are gonna be fast if you do supersets. If you do like supersets, you have just like 1 minute rest time in between your sets. In that way, the workout's gonna be faster. Supersets is basically when you do one exercise, then instead of resting for like 1-2 minutes and then going again, you go do another exercise. You can do bicep curls, then you go do bench press, then you go back to do bicep curls, then you do bench press. You rest your muscles while training another muscles. That's supersets. And that's effective to make your workouts shorter. Because I know if you're grinding business, you don't want to be in the gym for hours. I'm the same way. I'm doing 40-minute workouts of them most of the times. But this was step 5, lifting weights. If you're a business entrepreneur that want help with losing fat, building muscles, getting shredded this summer, then you can get a free coaching call with me right now. I don't know how long I will do this for, but yeah, I'm doing it right now. Just click the top link description, book one, and I will talk with you soon. But if you're not an entrepreneur, then no worries. Then watch this video right here. It's the 5 most underrated habits to get lean. You need to watch those. Become Jack Brother.